Pin, okay? I am Group Executive Business Associate here. And today we will learn about how to be the leaders in the foundation of the first leaders course, L1. So we will learn a lot about 5 things in this course, which is very important and already proved that all Thai people, Malaysians and Singapore use it and work. Okay, are you ready to start?
Yes.
So we have a great honor that we have our National Executive Business Associate with us, and she's quite successful and very young at rich. Rich at young and very powerful and very motivation. Please welcome Miss Nok Oranong Siriwanij.
Am I blocking?
You are blocking it. Hello everyone. So hi. There's some new friends of us here. So I should introduce myself again. My name is Nok, and my typical name is Oranong. So just call me Nok, as everyone call me Nok. And I was in the business for 14 years already. This business has been launched for 18 years in Thailand. And it's just been launched globally for our global business for 7 years only. But good news is it's not yet really official launch in Philippines. So it's going to be this November for the grand launch. So we still have a lot of the market that we can expand. Okay, so as Pin already said, thank you very much for Pin. We are going to learn about 5 actions that we should start doing the business. Okay, so you can open it. Oh, okay. I can't be blind. Okay. And then how should I click for Pin? Yeah, there. Okay. And then okay, I'll just stand right here. So why we had to be here? Okay, I'll talk about this first. Why we had to be here together? Well, you know, in the Saturday morning or Sunday morning, you should lay down at home and enjoy your coffee, watch the television, and then lying down at your couch. So someone start already questioning yourself. Oh, so yeah, that's why I'm here. So anyway, doing the business is about getting a lot of good knowledge to help you have enough materials to build your business. But to build it easily and fast, it's better to not doing everything by yourself. Okay? So building a system, building a business that will help you grow fast and easy is to use something called system. So before I begin everything, I'd just like to explain a bit about system. So why is the system? System is about using tools systematically. So this will also explain how you use the system systematically. Okay? Good system should have every tools, all the medias, all the functions, online, offline. And by the way, this business is copy. The COPY is a success, the key success in network marketing in Unilever network. Why? Because when we do the business, don't do everything by yourself. This is a very unique business. Whatever you have done, whatever you have shown to your team for the first time, they will just copy it. They won't even ask if it's right or wrong. They will just copy what you ever do. Okay? Just like if you have, for example, you have eggs, inside should be chicken. No, not chicken. Hens. How do you call the alive chicken? Chicken, right? Chicken. If the eggs is a chicken egg, but then when it breaks out, they saw the duck. They will think the duck is the mom, right? So just the same in the business. In Unilever network, whatever you do, they just copy you without asking anything. So when you start using system, you start using something easy. Then they start copying the easy things from you. You start doing difficult, they will do something difficult to you. Okay? And copy makes everyone do exact same things, just like copy machine. Okay? And then how do you use the system? You start the system. So I'll tell a bit about myself. I have clicker.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a big.
That's you.
Clicker.
Okay. My name is. If you search me in YouTube, this is my name, Oranong Siriwanij. So I should put Nok later in the YouTube. So if you would like to search about me is Oranong Siriwanij. In this business, there's 10 titles. I'm the, how to say?
Nine.
The nine, yeah. The nine power, no, the nine title. And I have already, just to share with you, so you can be sure that you have really learned from someone who experienced from the business, is that I have been doing this 14 years. I buy 3 condominiums, which all in the center of Bangkok. I just read the news this morning. Where I stay and where the headquarters are in Bangkok is the most expensive area right now in Thailand already. So one square bigger than meters. Talangwa, square foot? Yeah, like square foot. Is it meters bigger? Like about 4 square meters already costs about 100,000 baht.
Wow.
So that's where I live. I think I'm a little bit stupid buying there. But anyway, this is our headquarters, okay? And I buy already 4 cars. One car is already sold it out, 1 car is for my mom. And these 2 cars, you know, all of you have seen that. Like most of you. Some have ride on it. Have you ever ride on the yellow one? Not yet, because you all go together. If you go alone, because it's 2-seater, so you have to go alone.
Yeah.
Okay. So don't go with your partners. Yeah? So you'll be able to ride this. It's my delivered car, so you all drive in the Merc. Next slide, please. My clicker, thank you. So this basically is actually the structure of how we do the business. Okay. Oh, so I like this today so much. You can see it very clear. Because last time I write it down, so no one can read my handwriting. Yes, please. And you can also have the slide later if you like. Okay. So these are basically what we are going to do in the business. It's about 3, 4, 5. So it's kind of a magic number that you should remember. What are the 3? The 3 means 3 starts. The 3 starts that you need to start in the business. That first, start using the products as fast as possible and as much as possible. Okay? What is as much as possible? So we had like whatever items we had available. I think I would recommend that if you would like to be fast in the business, you should try it all. The faster you try it, the faster you grow in the business. Okay? And then start to learn. Okay? Because the business is actually the concept of it. Well, anyway, the character or the leadership that you will be developed in the business is something that you might already have experience from somewhere. But what we are going to share about this to you is that the concept of building the Unilever network is quite unique. So whoever you are or wherever you are, like you're already a successors or achievers from somewhere, I would recommend you to start from 0 again in Unilever network and learn everything all new and then start 0 with us. So start to learn, and then start to inviting people. Okay? In this business, it's about building network of people. Okay? It's a people business. So you need to have a lot of people, no matter they are leaders, customer, or whoever they are, it's okay. But just we need a lot of people. So just thinking for someone who want to be a leader. Okay? So that's about start inviting people. Okay? And then 4 no's. So when we're talking about using products, it's very easy. You can go out, get the Maqui, collagen matrix, and every item's online now. What about learning? What should you learn? 4 no's is about learning about company and products. So there will be courses like product training course. So you should attend it. Marketing plan. Talks about money. Who don't want some money? Who doesn't want money? Everyone wants money, right? When we do the business, do you do it for a donation?
No, of course not.
Of course not. Very clear, nah? Okay. So we do it to earn something, right? To earn some profit. So marketing plan is about money. So we need to be able to understand and then be able to really explain about money, how you get money from the business. So that people get motivated. They know that it's worth enough for them to just pay their effort. Put their effort in, because if they don't know how they earn, they won't put the effort because they don't know if it's worth it or not. Okay. Number 3 is handling the objection. When we talk about network marketing, just be very frank to each other. Okay. What do you feel about that word? When you say like MLM, network marketing. What do you feel? What's pop up in your mind? Scam. Huh? Negative. Someone
mostly negative.
Mostly negative. You know, that's a true feeling that we would like to share to each other. But actually, is that really a bad business? I would say no. If you really learn about it, it's not. But we have to say that there's a lot of company try to make it like in a manipulate way, like not a good way, doing the right business. So some of us or some of your friends or relatives, they might have some bad experience to the MLM or network marketing. So that's understandable. So that's why we need to learn about number 3. So when they already had a bad experience or they have a bad perception, how we deal with it. Number 4, it's about the beauty of the business, like not just only the money that you get from Unilever network. What else you get? Health, you get more beauties. Like in here, lots of people looks better, aura, better joy also, right? If you look at me before, I show it later because I show it first and you get nightmare, okay? So I show it later. So the beauty of the business is not just the money, also that freedom. Freedom is something that you also cannot discover from another business, but you always can just get it, not only the money, but freedom in our business too, okay? And then what we are going to learn today is about 5 actions. So 3, 4, 5, when we're inviting people, how can we invite people? Have you ever asked that for yourself? Like, how am I going to sponsor people? How am I going to invite people to the business? So today is the answer. So when you hear about, oh, there will be L1 in Manila, in wherever they will have it. So it means that we are going to learn about setting goals, name listing, inviting or making appointment with people, present about products and business, and then follow up them. Because okay, I just click here. click. Again. Back.
It works!
Okay, 5 actions, okay? So what is the purpose of learning? So your new BA, BA is us, right? Business associates. When you join 800 pesos, you are new BA. So new BA, after they learn everything, they get excited with their goals, the name lists, and then they know how to invite properly, okay? Begins business correctly. You know, to begin with this business is not difficult, but to begin it correctly, you need to learn something. So you don't mess things up, okay? And then practice a proper roles when in sponsoring process with your upline. We work as a team, so sometimes you're not the only one who goes sponsor people. You may go with your upline or your friends who sponsor you in the business. You can ask them for help, okay? And then you can have the proper roles. I'll talk about that later. And then learn how to follow your team, because not everyone is going to be like saying yes, like, oh, I'm going to do this. Thank you, nice. I've been waiting for this kind of opportunity for my whole life. So have you ever met that kind of people already? Not yet, right? Sometimes we need to follow up them because ding. It works. Okay. Okay, done. So you see, after you go through this 5 process, there will be 3 types of people, which we are not designed yet to join, or no. There's I'll think about it first. I'll just ask my wife, and ask my husband, and ask my neighbor, and ask my friend. You know, when people do something bad, sometimes they never ask anyone, huh? But when they would like to do something good, they keep asking relatives. That's a joke. That's kind of true. Someone will be just a product lover. Let me use the products. Leave me alone. It's okay too. But you know, after you follow up someone, they will become your leaders. So follow them to the system, and they will become the active VA again. And then they would like to become leaders, or they would like to earn. They will go back again to the 5 actions. Next, please. And next. Okay. Thank you. So this is about goal setting. The first one, I'll go very fast now. This is about goal setting. So how important is the goal setting to you, to us? Okay. There, the answer is very important. It's just like when you go out. Okay, you have car, right? When you go out driving a car and then someone asks you, where are you going? And you just said, I don't know, I just drive it. Wherever I go, I go. So if you do that to your life, you're wasting, like, when you do that to when you drive a car, you waste your gasoline, right? Wasting your time, your effort to drive, and wasting your gasoline. It won't make you anything. And sometimes people live life like that. They never know, because sometimes that, it's been a whole life that we never know that what we are doing this for or what we are doing that for. And that would be like you using all of your time and your life useless. Okay? So having goals for your life is very important. It's just like you're going out, you have a map, you have a good car, but you don't know where to go. So all the good cars and the map is useless. So imagine like us, no matter we are, how talented we are, how beautiful you are, how handsome you are, it will be all useless. Because we just don't know what is our life goals. Okay? So doing Unilever Network is something that we would like to also, encourage you to think about your life goals or even the goals in Unilever Network. Why would you like to do this business? Why would you do it for? To who will you do it for? Okay. There's another kid, please. Yep. Okay. Thank you. Just back to you. Okay. This is the research of goal setting, and it has been set up with Yale University, which is an Ivy League university, right? So after they graduate, so they all are very good students among the world, not just the states, among the world. Yale student is a great people, right? They are great educators, okay? So they have like the research. After they graduate, they have to be asked for one question. Do they have life goals already? Do they have a goals for their life? And then the second question is, did they write it down? Two questions now. But these studies already show that 97% of the students, they haven't write any goals down. Even though they are the best people among the world in terms of capability, ability, and talented, they are just graduates and become a normal person. Okay? And those 3% of students, those who having goals, their assets, their wealth, it's equal to those 97%. So in the same quality of people, it doesn't mean that how good you are in your school, education, in whatever you have done, but it's about in the next step of life, are you having your life goals already or not? So that's determines everything. There's a lot of magical things in my life. Sometimes I just don't know why I'm here also. I don't know like what brings me here, but what I know is that I always know who I would like to be. That's more clearer than what I would like to do. It's hard to be clear about what would you like your life to be. How would you like your life to be? How would you like your Unilever Network business to be? And it will just like magically attract everything into your life. Like that now. Okay. Life is like a blueprint. Have you built a house? Not really built a house. But have you built or buy your own house? Or you have friends who know how to build a house? What do they need to have?
Blueprint.
The blueprint, right? And then building a house, we still having blueprint. But when we're building our life, we sometimes never think about it. We just build it. I don't know, we just live my life. My life is good enough already. I'm okay with it already. So we don't have a blueprint for our life. So we should consider about having blueprint as well. Because there's one very funny story in like Arabian country that they would like to build the tallest, highest building fastest ever. So they built it, and they forgot to do the blueprint because they are all the talented engineer and constructor, everyone just they build it so fast, so beautiful, and very good building. You know what they forgot? They just forgot to put the elevator in. And then they had to reconstruct it. Just because of that. It's funny when we hear the story, but sometimes don't build your life that way. Don't build your life that way, okay? Okay, next. And then defining your goal, it's about who do you do this business for? Like to whom you do this for? Okay, come back to Unilever network. We need to at least achieve something. It also can be something big for you, or just something very small to achieve, but you like to achieve it in Unilever network. For example, some of my downlines, like my team, they said, okay, for me, 15,000 pesos, it's more than enough. If I got that, I will never quit. You know, some people, they just want that, which is okay. Whatever good for you, it's good. For some people, 15,000, I won't waste my time doing that. Mine, I want 200K per month. Residual income, passively, something like that. I would say yes to the business. So whatever it is, it's good for you. But you need to just define it clearly. Who do you do this for? And what do you do this business for? Like, what is the goal? It's okay also not to do it for your kids now. I just want to say that, but you know, I keep telling everyone that in the beginning of the business, I do it for my mom, you know. It looks so nice, right? But finally I found I do it for myself. And I would like to use all my money by myself. I don't want to share it to my mom actually. You know, that's kind of, it should not be broadcast. You write it down, because my mom might see it, okay? Well, you know, to be goal settings, like to be really true to yourself. You want to spoil yourself with your money, it's okay. Let's do it, okay? But you just need to be clear. Like you want to buy like the whole world's game, you know, our house. Let's talk to. So whatever your goals is, transfer all the goals and dreams to become an income. Okay, just click. Okay, right there. Example questions in searching Downline stream. Okay. Also your dream. Okay? Ask yourself, how much you want to earn with Unilever network in 3 months? Can someone share your answer?
At least
50,000 in 3 months, which you already passed that. Maybe you don't know because
I don't know actually.
Oh my God.
you don't know, but actually it's under Unilever.
I only see 200 pesos per day.
What do you think you would like to earn in Unilever network if it would be possible in 3 months?
At least,
No one helps you nice. You have to answer by yourself.
at least
20? 20 pesos?
20,000.
Oh, okay, 20,000. So
Money.
20,000, you see, it's okay. No matter how much, it's just, you need to tell yourself. Speak it out, write it down, it's a very powerful thing to do. Okay? If there's no answer from you,
I just wanted to share my,
Yep.
now that collagen and Maqui Plus are here, okay.
You will earn
I'm
100K.
300,000.
300,000.
Yeah, I have actually a display rack at home. I just delayed it a bit. In fact, it has been ready since March. Okay, so that's gonna be where I will position my products, have a photo shoot there. But I'm just waiting for Maqui and collagen matrix to be here in the Philippines and then just advertise it. Okay, advertise it. I have downlines, but I just their question is okay, where are the products? Okay, so they don't have to
Here now.
But you are now on track.
Just inspire everyone and targeting 300,000.
So 300,000 by 3 months.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I think you stay here. You don't go back. You help your mom.
They know.
And still.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later. What
Okay,
I'm doing.
cool. Yeah, that's cool. I can't wait to hear that. Okay. Then, I see a lot of AEBA here.
Yes.
Let's remind your downline's dream and believe in them. Also your dream. The problem is when you have dreams or you have goals, you just think, you know, if not asked, then I have to say that. But it's never happened. It's just like much. It's never happened. It's never happened ever. It will never happen ever after. It's not true. It's because we're not believing it. That's why it's not happening. When you just feel it and believe it so strong, it sometimes amazingly happen without any reasons. Right?
It will happen to me without any reason.
Huh? To you, right? You experience something like that, but believe something good for yourself, okay? Ding, 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 ding. Okay, good. Downline with small dreams, okay? Sometimes when you ask yourself, and then you ask your team, so about goal setting, when we don't have L1 here, you can also like sit down and talk like once a week. So what should I talk to my downline? Something like this. Maybe today about dreams, like what do they want, how much do they want for 1 month. They might say, okay, well, 4,000 to 5,000 peso will do. 4 or 5,000 is a very small amount of money. It's like just only your Starbucks coffee. That's all, right? So, well, don't expect me too much. I just like to try the products and the business. If they say that, it means that they don't have enough beliefs in the business or the lack of knowledge. They don't know if this business is really gives them a money. Okay? So, just increase their beliefs. How they're going to achieve it, or when they have more confidence or information, they tend to have a bigger dream. Their beliefs or their possibility in their mindset is bigger. And then they will expand their dream. When they don't expect anything or they don't do anything, most of the time it's just only that they don't believe if they are going to put effort, it's not going to pay me anything. But if I would say, if just do whatever you do in here, may I ask, are you most of you are employees or business owner? Employees?
Employees.
Okay, me too. Used to be employees. No more.
No more.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so imagine if you just do Unilever network. Really hard. Just like whatever you do in your job. How much you going to get? I would say, I guarantee, if you put that much effort, the same focus in Unilever network, just 6 months, you will earn about 3 times of what you earn now in whatever you do. But you have to, thank you for yourself. So, but you have to really put that much concentration.
I'm so happy because she's earning that.
Yeah, you're earning a lot, right? I know. You should share some for me. Sure. Okay. Just kidding. Sometimes they have big dreams, but they just don't believe it because they not believe in the business. Sometimes they just don't believe in yourself, okay, in themselves. So how can we help them to believe in themselves? Is to bring them to the functions like this. So when people have some more information, they see more examples, testimonials, they tend to have more beliefs. Because some of like, for example, may I mention about Lizette? You always talk about the coconut vendors.
Yeah. She's my inspiration.
Okay. We had like a partner party in Thailand, which is like just a dinner together. And I asked all of my team just to share about their story. I have one of my team who is a coconut vendor, which he looks totally like vendors to China. He totally looks coconut vendor, like really coconut vendor. And looks like, I'm so heavy, I carry a lot of heavy stuff, something like that. And he earns a lot. And he do very good in Unilever network. And Lisa keeps saying, I'm so sorry to, feel that to coconut vendor, but he really inspired me. So it means someone can do it, might inspire you to do. So that's why we are not going to only study about how-to of the business, but why we are sitting together here just to hear about the stories of our friends too, that they are able to do it, okay? So when we saw someone able to do it, then we tend to have small beliefs that we also can be the one who doing it. So in this business, I would suggest you until the end, until it's not yet. So there's many titles that you should achieve, but I would recommend only 4 titles, or no, only 3. This one you don't have to achieve anything, just pay 800 pesos. So what should be your destination in Unilever network? If you just don't know, I still, mess up with my life, I also don't know where to go in Unilever network, you just aim these 3 targets The first one, to be SBA as fast as possible. What I would like to say to you is that for SBA, Senior Business Associate, it's just the first title. You see the name, Senior Business Associate, means you are senior enough to become someone already. But you don't have to be a year to be senior, okay? But it means your maturity of business is already senior. So you become someone. But at this title, you not consider yourself as a leader yet. No? It's not yet a leader. It's just you show a commitment that you'll do something and reach a goal and do something to learn about doing business on your own. Okay? The next one is the TBA. TBA got 3 lines. Okay, 3 lines. So you need to have 3 SBA. Okay, 3 SBA. So 3 of the SBA. Hello, Mom. So exciting. In front also got the seat. Okay. And then the TBA. Okay, the TBA. The TBA is where you call yourself leaders. Because you now know that how to build leaders. Doing this business is not only selling products. It is okay also if you like just to sell the products. It is okay. But you need to know also that if you just sell the products and then you are not, building leaders, you have to admit that your income will just be about 50K to 80K without any expansion. If you can just accept that conditions, it should be okay to just become the TBA or not TBA. But once you become TBA, you get a chance to grow higher, to go bigger, to become AEBA. AEBA, oh well, anyway, because just to update with you, we already have one of the TBA here, which is, please have a hand for Martin and Malie. You show your pin, you show your pin.
Yeah.
So once you become TBA, you'll get your pin from Unilever. And it's a Unilever logo pin. Okay, which what I surprised that the pin that I got is actually looks better than the vice president of Unilever Thailand. What he got is just the gold pin. What we got is the gold with the jewelry. And when once you become like gemstone, yeah, IEBA, you got real diamonds there.
Wow.
So when you stole someone, you stole the pin.
There's a diamond there.
No gemstone yet.
Yeah, you don't want someone to steal yours. No gems here. Okay, so what are the goals to make it more understandable? Well, someone already said, I already have goals, but I still cannot achieve it. I have my life goal, I have this and that. I would say goals have stage. Okay, most of the people, they just have long-term goal. Long-term goal is like you imagine how your life is going to be in next 2 years or next 3 years, how your life is going to be. That's the long-term goal. You should have that too, because it keeps you inspiring to live your life. Okay, I'm going to ride in supercar. I'm going to stay in a big house, big bungalow house, super luxury house. That's keep you inspiring your life. But that's not true. If you're not going to have a mid-term goal and a short-term goal. Mid-term goal is something that you celebrate yourself just a little bit when you achieve something. For example, if you would like to become AEBA, which is the 7th title, and you just, I will be happy if I become AEBA. That's too long. So why don't you just become happy when you become TBA? And then move forward to the next goal. So this is the mid-term goal. And what about the short-term goals? The short-term goal is that what do you like to achieve to today, to this month? This is about 1 and 2 months goal. This is about like half year or 1 year goal. What are you going to achieve? And this is about like 3 to 5 years goal. Or what do you see yourself in Unilever Network in next 10 years? Like to me, what brings me to Philippines, it's very surprising also because I always think about myself as a global leader. And that by that time, they haven't opened any business in any country yet. But I always see myself, one day I'm going to stand in front of everyone, speaking some, not my native language, and explain things that I know to other countries' leader. And it sounds like crazy, right? When I talk to someone like that, it was like, you must be out of mind. You're insane. But that's the long-term goal. You need to have it visualized in yourself. Whoever you are, whenever, no matter whoever you are, you can just still imagine. Midterm goal and then short-term goal. This makes lives come true. Without this, nothing happened too. Okay? I would like to be ABA. Okay, that's good. When would you like to be SBA? Oh, I'm on the way. That's not the decisions. We need to have the small decisions to get a big goals of life. Okay? Your life just needs just a decision. The very first one, easy one, it's keep you moving to a bigger one, right? Which title is the most difficult for me? The SBA, which is the first title. May I have your name?
Jolo.
Huh?
Jolo.
Jolo. Okay. Jolo is very new, right? You already signed up? Probably today. Okay, it's okay, Jolo. Well, just borrow your name. So, for example, we are very new. The first title to achieve is the SBA. If you go out, you're not achieving SBA, what I would recommend you to do is to achieve SBA. Why? Because you will learn a lot about setting goals for yourself. You have to fight for yourself instead of saying to yourself, it's okay, you have done great, but it's just not there. You learn to fight about this in your mindset. So you learn to become someone with your decisions. It's not about us. Become SBA is not yours. You will learn a lot of things. And you will set what is your daily goals, what you need to achieve daily, how many people you have to talk to, how many points you need to recommend the products. Then you start to have plan. How many leaders you should have met each week. So that's about daily goals. The first title, SBA, is the most difficult title for me. I'm now at the 9th title, and this is the easiest one. Because what? Because the goals is not about the volume or how big the goal is. It's about when is the most difficult time that you try to win yourself. For me, my whole life, it's always like, it's okay. You don't have to push yourself that much, That's too much pressure, you get stressed, and you get migraines, and then your life's going to be bad. That's excuses. So I fight myself to overcome that when I was an SBA. So that's why it's the most difficult one. So if you've already, listening about this, learn about this, what I would love to hear from you is that, I learned to win myself every day. To achieve and done something that you don't want to do it before. Or you try to explain yourself not to do it, it's okay. Next. Don't you want to have this kind of house? For your house?
Two of those.
Two of those. For who? One for you and one for my
So I can go somewhere if she's angry.
Maybe building small house nearby here. What about that?
I'll just do it. Di lang ako outside the
Individual place, huh?
I have my own house.
Anyway, when I developed this light, and by that time, there's no leaders in Unilever network have ever buy this kind of house. But right now, we have about 4 or 5 of our leaders having this kind of house. And I have been visiting them. I tell you, it's just a good life. Imagine someone who's starting doing Unilever network, they stay in this size of the room with grandmother, husband, and children. In this size of room, including a restroom already, the bathroom already. Oh, this size only. They stay together. Nowadays, with the wheelchair, TikTok, nowadays they stay in this house, bigger than this one. Because they know how their life would be. They make the decisions of their goals. They win small, but win often. Next one. Do you want to live in this kind of social? Not coming out, they're here again, they're fighting and the car crash. And then, or you want to live in peaceful environment. Or would you like to drive in this car? You know, when I developed this slide, when I choose this picture, I was like, oh, who was going to buy that? You know, they're crazy. Now, I have more expensive cars, which is more insane. Which I don't know why I do that, because it's cost the same to my house. My house and my car, I pay the same price. I should sleep in my car, okay? And why don't you just, you know, why not just go oh, okay, I'll just have my holiday in Tagaytay. Why not somewhere else? Why not Maldives? Why, you know, Tagaytay is one of the places, beautiful in the world. I know that, why don't you just go far to somewhere? Huh? Thank you, that's a little bit far. Next, please. So you can imagine yourself having that good life, okay? I just have been on my vacation, which I paid 30,000 per night for my hotels. And I think I'm quite insane. But anyway.
Because you can.
Yes. What, because of what? Because I do what? What business I do? Unilever network. You see, dreams come true. And now I can say that dreams really come true because it's really happened to me now. So where would you like to send your kids for education? If it's possible, then why not abroad, right? And then why don't you choose your life, a freedom lifestyle? Somewhere, with someone, in the time that you would like to spend your time. It doesn't have to be, you know, I'm so sorry, I cannot be here, you know, you understand my Saturday, sometimes my boss does call, and then And that's not a freedom lifestyle. Some people just keep telling themselves that, you know, I'm the freelance, but then I have my time, freedom time, but then someone call you who pays you money. Then you have to stop everything and then follow them. So that's not really a freedom lifestyle. In this business, for example, if I just would like to escape from you, I would just escape and shut down my phone. And I cannot be connected. That's all. That's a freedom. Freedom without worry. Right? That's real freedom. Or sometimes, if you cannot think about good future, you can just also think about, you can just get away from the life that you don't like now. For example, if you don't like your life now. Like something that you're bored of. Have you bored of something? Don't tell me, because sometimes you're just bored to someone. You want to get bored with something that you're facing, like, oh, do I have to really go home at this time because of the office? Do I have to really go to see this customer because I just really hate them, for example? Yeah. Or just some unexpected loss. Prevent yourself from unexpected loss. Okay? Or the world is changing. This picture is me, in Japan, they used to have the lifetime employment, which I have learned in my generation. There's lifetime employment, and it's really secure, and it's very good in Japan, so everyone would like to go to Japan or work with Japan company. You know, just about 5 years after that, they canceled this policy. So what you think is already certain, secure to your life, sometimes it's not real. So think about that, okay? So in Unilever network, when you think about your future already, think about your short-term goals, okay? To start correctly with Unilever network business is to make the first decision. To achieve the first goal is to become SPA. To become SPA is about hitting 1,200 PGV within a month. But it doesn't have to come from you. It's also, I don't have that much money. It's okay. You don't have that much money. You just buy whatever you can afford to use the products. And then you try to recommend everyone, sponsor a lot of people, no matter directed to you or even down here. For example, they all buy only 50. 4 people here buy 50 each. 50 each, 50 each. I didn't write down yet, right? But you imagine that they all buy only 50. Or maybe 100, one case of Maqui, right? So maybe here 2 people, one case, one case, one case, one case, one case, one case, right there. So altogether 1,200. you are already SPA. So if you have less money, if you say, you put more effort. That's all. So this Unilever network is possible to anyone. You know, all my friends cannot afford this. Then why you have to go to your friend? You go to someone else who can afford that, right? Okay. So computing the income for you. So for the first month, this is how much you will earn, about 16,000 approximately. But it's always more than that.
How many points?
1,200 PGV
For
points
16,000.
for 16,000. Yeah. And you don't have to buy yourself. And then, because
1,200, if you equivalent it to peso,
Distributed.
if you equivalent to peso,
Distributed.
around 10 to 15,000 peso. Ang 100 points. So times the one.
It depends. If it's Maqui, it's 16 something.
Depends on the product.
Depends on the product also.
Okay. 16,000 for 1 day.
but because of
16 plus.
the Maqui Plus, it's the superstar products, right?
Yeah.
So we will talk about how to become a passive business, building passive business also. So Maqui Plus, they have auto ship pack, which I think it will be available in November. So it's
means, excuse me, passive means buy and sell. You buy it and you sell.
passive, right? When I talk about passive income, it's mean like when you build a business, when you stop building it, you still earn money. Yeah. So we'll talk about that word quite often, passive. Because that's the way, like, that's the result when you're building the business. And then you have passive lifestyle, passive income. So, Maqui Plus Auto Ship Pack, it's something that it's auto ship, just like the name. So once someone signed up, they just not only buy it, but they sign up as the auto ship. It means once the times come, for example, like 5th of every month come, the company will just ship other Maqui Plus to their house and cut the credit card or money from the bank account automatically from the company. So you don't have to bring it to them. You don't have to, you just call them up and then how's your health, and then they can bring Maqui, how's you like it, just like that. Very easy. So what is the target, daily target? I would recommend you to aim yourself to achieve at least personal selling each month for 3 cases. Okay, 3 cases. So 3 cases is actually how many bottles? 18 bottles. So you work less than half a month if you want to do that. So 1 case is like for family, for testing, or for like testimonial, and then another one is for your stocks. Because you cannot just like, you order first and I go get stocks in Galleria and I'll send it over to Alabang and then to the Kyosan City and then I come back again and then I go to, you can't do that. So you just carry it and bring it with you in the car. When they want it, here you are. Easy, right? So if you have another like case, just for expanding business. When you invest money will come back. Okay? So don't like keep all the money with yourself. Like, this is so expensive. I won't share it with anyone because it's expensive. Share it. When you share it out, it comes back. Okay? So 1 case, 1 bottle of Maqui is equal to about 15 ml of 300 shots. 1 case. It's equal about 300 shots. So it means if you finish that whole box, you already talk with 300 people, right? 300 people. Are they going to all buy it? No. 10% will turn to be your customer, which is about 30 people. But imagine if you have like 30 people buying 1 duos every month. How much is it already? It's like almost 2,000 PGV. About 2,000 PGV already. You're above average already. And just 1% join you as a BA or as a leader. So it means you have already about 3 leaders, which you can become a very high title in our business already. That's the one. So that's about goal setting. So which title you recommend? I recommend you to be?
SBA.
SBA. So you learn a lot.